business is Cardin Events and Productions. Cardin.
Okay. And what type of business?
It's an event planning business, and we also do event design. So we put together flowers and linens, and we design the whole event.
Okay. And where's the location of this business?
Right now, it's located in Coral Gables, Florida.
Okay. And what type of events do you usually take care of?
We usually take care of weddings and small corporate events.
Okay. What made you decide to open up your own business?
Well, I worked for a big event planning company in Miami, and I learned a lot there. And I realized that I could do it myself. So that's what got me jump-started to do it on my own.
Did you utilize any of the resources when you were there to make your own business?
Yes, because I used a lot of the contacts that I made, the relationships that I built there. They're still helping me today.
You want to do this?
Yeah, I've always had a knack for it. It's always come naturally to me. I'm always geared to organizing and planning things ahead of schedule, so
It's easy.
exactly.
How did you decide on your legal business structure, such as proprietorship, corporation?
We decided to do a corporation just because it was easier for filing purposes, especially when you do your taxes. So that's why we decided to go for a corporation.
Okay. And now a question regarding your business plan. How much time, money, and planning did it take before you really started opening up your business?
Well, I can honestly tell you that we kind of like hit the ground running. It didn't take us much time at all. I talked to my family because I needed them to help me. And we made a capital investment of like $5,000. And we had a family friend that lent us a portion of their warehouse for very little rent. And for the last 3 years that we were there, we didn't even pay him rent. So it was a no-brainer for us because it really didn't take a huge investment to get started.
And how did you go finding the location of your business? Why did you decide to Coral Gables?
Well, now we moved to Coral Gables because it's inside my home. Because I realized that I don't need that much warehouse space. And also, the warehouse that we were using, the owner needed the space.
Okay.
So we downsized. I got rid of a lot of stuff that I wasn't using. And I rented a storage space, so I have all of our glass and all of our important things that we use on a day-to-day basis. I got rid of all the things that we don't use. And then I meet my clients usually at the venue. I don't always have to meet in my warehouse.
Has this affected you negatively in your business, the fact that you have to downsize?
Not at all. I mean, because it hasn't hurt the bottom line, it hasn't cost us any money. So I can't say it has hurt us. I have learned from other event planning companies that the first thing they do is that they look for a location like on a very popular street, and they have to close within the year, if they make it to a year, because the overhead of rent is too much.
How, what, when, and where do you advertise and promote your business? Do you do any of that?
Well, I haven't been too good about advertising, which is bad on my part. Most of our business comes from word of mouth. So it's repeat customers and customers that have seen our work, and that's how I generate business. I do have to get into like Pinterest. Everybody tells me we should get a Pinterest account, and I need to get a what is it called? Instagram. We are on Facebook. Yes, we have a website with our old name because once we moved out of that first warehouse that I talked to her about, we started to do like a rebranding of what the business does. So we changed the name. And the initial name was Elegant Event Emporium. Yeah, and now late last year we changed the name and we changed the corporate structure.
Okay. And what drew you to that?
What did I have to do to do?
No, why did you decide to?
Well, because I kind of felt like we needed a fresh start per se. So that's why we decided to do it.
Okay, and by we, who's we?
My mom and I.
What are the licensing requirements for your business, if you have any?
Well, when we had the warehouse in Hialeah, Florida, we needed an occupational license. But now that I moved it to my home in Coral Gables, I don't need one. I just need I had to file as a corporation with the state, and I got a FEIN number, which is our tax ID.
Okay.
No.
Do you use any information technology to help you run your business?
I can't say we do, because we don't really have like, yeah, it's a very small business. My mom, my aunt, and I run it. So I really don't have a use for it.
Are you taking your business to a bigger level in the future?
I would love to, but it's very difficult. The event planning business is seasonal, so some seasons are high, some seasons are low. Sometimes you just get them.
Okay, have you ever had an issue with theft, internal or external?
Not really. I haven't, because since I work with my family, we have had issues with things breaking, but not theft.
Okay. Have you, well, your only employees are your family.
Right.
Um,
But read the question.
how do you select potential employees?
Well, obviously I work with my family, but I know within my family who works and who doesn't. So yeah, for example, if we have a huge event, I need all hands on deck, and I know who's gonna really work. You know, we know all of our strengths and our weaknesses. So
Who do you think is the most qualified employee?
I think it's my aunt.
Your aunt, the one that's,
Yeah, my aunt is, she's just multi-talented. She can do anything. She can sew, she can put together a table, you know, with not much effort at all. She could put small arrangements together, humongous arrangements together. She's just very talented.
were you hesitant about working with your family members?
Not at all. Not at all.
You didn't think money would be an issue?
Well, money is always a concern, but we don't really worry about that too much. We just try to make the best of it.
Okay. And did you have to like train them when they first came on board?
Yes,
Was there a
I
training
did.
process after that?
Yes, I did. Because like I said earlier, I worked for a huge company that they didn't know about.
So did you sit them down, or was it over a course every?
No, it was kind of like a trial and error.
Okay.
And then we would go to like floral supply stores, and I would ask a lot of questions. What can I use for this? What can I use for that?
Are there any disciplinary actions you have to take? With your sister?
I mean, sometimes I get frustrated with how the job goes, but the biggest issue on job day is me, because I freak out.
Okay.
Like, I start at the end of time, if I don't think we have enough time to set up, which is never the case, thank God, we always get it done. So there's always someone around me that's like, stop.
Hurry up.
It'll be fine, you know, we've been through it. Yeah.
And how has owning or having your own business affected your family?
I'm not in a negative way, on the contrary, I think it brought us a lot closer together, and we're always trying to find new ways to do things, and there's always new ideas. Even if we don't have a job scheduled all the time, we always talk to each other about new things that we found out. And
Everyone's always eager to
yeah,
take on a new project.
yeah.
Is this something you would want to maybe possibly, if you ever turns into a big corporation, and have your children be involved with?
I would love that.
That's to make it a family business.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what kind of day-to-day things do you do for your, do you do day-to-day things for your company?
Not really. I do, once I get a contract for a job, then I start to plan, like, I need X amount of glass, I need to order X amount of flowers. So that's when the duties start to pile up. But if I don't have a job lined up, I really don't do much.
Okay. So you wait till,
Yeah.
you wrote your own contract?
Yes, I have a friend that's, my best friend is an attorney, so she drafted the contract, and we still use it every day, and I think she did it like 5 years ago.
And what are some things that that contract consists of?
Payment is very important. We need to get some sort of deposit up front. And one of the biggest clauses in our contract is that if there's bad weather and everything is set up and you know something happens because of the weather, and it has, I'm not liable for it.
Okay.
Because I can't control the weather. about paying, even if it's the day of, like they owe me a balance, so they'll give it to me. But for example, with the weather, I planned this really nice 40th birthday party for a guy. He was a doctor. And I told him from the very beginning, are you sure you don't want a tent? He said, no, I don't want a tent. It's not gonna rain. And after everything was set up, all the candles were lit, all the linen was set, by the time I got back to the warehouse, it started to pour.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then he called me and I panicked, can I get a tent? And I was like, it's too
So you
late.
put it out? No.
It's too late.
Were you able to resolve it or bring it in the village? Oh,
It was way too late. It was way too late.
You made any mistakes you feel in your business so far?
Yeah, I feel like I should have, I didn't invest in advertising that wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a lot of, like bridal shows that would actually cost me more money to set up and take all the stuff, and then I didn't get any clients from it.
Okay.
I wish I would have done, more advertising in some, I guess, stores that would have been more profitable.
And in bad investment, were those shows the only type of bad investment you were doing?
Yeah, I would say so. And of course, you always, when you start off a business, you want to buy as much as you can. And then there's a lot of stuff that I never ended up using. So I won't do that again.
Either.
Yeah.
If you could change one thing about like the way you operate your business, what would you change?
I'm working on that now. I need to advertise more. That's why I'm doing the whole rebranding and
So you are in the process of changing?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
What's the best advice you can give someone starting their own business?
I would say patience, number one. Number two, think wisely about how you're going to spend your money because it goes by very fast. And number three, look for good advertising.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of companies that don't do really nice work, but they advertise well and they get a lot of business.
Okay. And is there anything else you have to tell me about your business, or owning a small business, and any other comments?
Well, running a small business with your family, I highly recommend because it's a great work environment and it doesn't feel like work. It feels like you're doing something nice together. You're part of something.
And it's also bonding.
Yeah. But on the other hand, dealing with clients is very stressful because a lot of times they want something for nothing. Like they want a $20,000 wedding for $2,000. So it's very difficult to accommodate all of our clients to their needs. We try very hard to work best with a budget, and I always tell all of our brides, think of a number that you want to spend, and then I'll break it down for you, and they kind of freak out when I tell them that. But it's the reality, And
You don't want to be the one to make that decision.
exactly. And then another thing that we always do in our company is we always provide a sample of what the table's going to look like the day of the event, because the day of it's hard for me to change anything, and I don't like surprises. So when we set up the sample, the bride comes in and says, oh, I hate it, or I love it, or I don't like the pink, or I want more yellow, whatever. And that has proven to be very effective for us, because we don't want to put something out on the day of, and we can't.
Have you had any instances where the bride hates it? Yes.
Yeah, we had one bride that was very difficult, and she ended up not doing her wedding with us.
Okay.
And I had to do not only the centerpiece, but I had to give her a sample of her bouquet, of the groom's boutonniere. She was very,
Right, so that.
yeah, she was a little bridezilla. But in the end, I took the hit because I did invest some money in the wedding, but I think that I would have lost more money having done her wedding